Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well on this Sunday morning. Starting quite early this morning. I just wanted to get things done. I had a bit of a late night in here in my craft room doing some bits and bobs in the autumn books, and so when I was away, I made this. I'm trying to think how it, well, that obviously goes like that. That was like this, and then that was like that somewhere, something like that. Yeah, something like that. And so I just did a square piece or a rectangle piece of fabric and just started sewing it. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I just wanted to do some sewing, and yeah, and this is how it's very autumny, earthy colours. It's just what I had in my bag. I took a small bag of things with me to stitch, and I really didn't have a clue what I was going to do. So yeah, this is what I came up with, using sort of fairly neutral colours. So when I looked at it, I didn't like it particularly. I've done some slow stitching. I've added little pockets. So there's a pocket here and here. And then this one doesn't have pocket. That doesn't have pocket, but this one did have two pockets, but I've opened the side up when I cut it. So I'm going to redo that. So what I might do is put a little pocket on here, just a very small one, a tiny one, and I'll think about potentially putting a pocket on here. I do quite like little pockets in my stitched work as well. So I have some rust dyed fabric, which I think goes quite well. Have a little bit of that, which is a let's have a look. Just having a look. This is a piece that I did with another, a part of a piece that I did with another similar thing that I did. I did a larger piece and then cut it up, and I've used lots of it in different work, and there's different types of work that I've done. But this is what this, and there's another piece left. I'm not sure if it's hanging around. I'll have to look. But oh, and I've got this, which is quite nice. Quite like that. It'd be nice to brighten that up a little bit. Anyway, we'll see. So I've got some little bits. So what I decided to do on camera now is do some slow stitching. I've pulled the camera down. I've got my overhead light on, so it might cast shadows, and I apologise for that. But it is a really dark morning. You can hear my pussycat in the background, exploring. I'll tell you about him, Bobby, in a little while. I'll just try and get started on this first, and then we'll have a chat. So I hope everybody is well. I know I've asked that once. Look at my sewing case. It's an absolute disgrace. I need to sort it out and make a new one. Looks like I was going to say there's a needle already thread, but there isn't. It's just caught up in that. Let's have a look. I had a very thin needle that I was using, which I prefer going through thick fabric. I think it might be, no, that's a bit thick. Is that one? No, that's too thin. Not that one. Yeah, very dark morning. Raining. I think I'll use this. Seems a bit, I think I might use that one. Okay, so finally, have a look for some thread. So I've got a nice yellow here. I'll use this. Didn't want to use anything too bright. And also I have used some embroidery thread as well, but just using plain old thread here, some cotton thread, and I will double it. So yeah, I just thought I'd come on and have a chat. I hope you liked the sharing video yesterday, with all the goodies that I brought back from my week away. I had a really nice time with my grandchildren and my daughter and son. I stayed with my son for 2 days and my daughter for a few days with the children. I'm just wondering whether to do what's blanket stitch it's called, isn't it, I think. I'm not very good with names of stitches, by the way. So I'm certainly not an expert. I have no idea. I just, when my mum taught me to sew many years ago, and then, you sort of, now then, how does this go? Here and there. I'm just making it up, I have no idea. Is it blanket stitch? Can't remember now. Anyway, I'm just going to carry on, and you're welcome to join me. Yeah, as I say, I'm not. I haven't even sort of looked to see what, tried to learn any of the stitches. I've just got on with it. I think that might be blanket stitch, so I will come over again. Just trying to close this, but also do a stitch that will be visible. Yeah, I think I've got it now. I think I was doing it the wrong way around. Which way was I going in? This way? Can't remember now. So yeah, I did. I had a really lovely time with my daughter and the children, and then a very relaxing time at my son's house. My son and daughter-in-law, Hayley, so Matthew and Hayley, and they have a beautiful house in Oxford, and it was just nice to spend some time chilling out with them. Although they work during the day, they both work from home, so it was, I could just relax and do a little bit of work on the laptop. And yeah, actually, we chatted a lot about this YouTube channel I have. They were interested, and we chatted a lot about it because I was telling them about. I think I'm a little bit frustrated at this stage because the channel isn't growing particularly. It isn't growing. I get the odd 1 or 2 people joining, but it isn't growing as fast as I would like. And so they were coming up with different ideas. Hayley is an expert in marketing, and and Matthew is a tech person. He is an animator, and he uses computers in his work. So he's sort of, giving me a different perspective on terms of using lighting and sound, better quality sound, things like that. So they were both, really helpful, and yeah, it was during that discussion that we talked about maybe making the name of my channel more obvious in terms of the Still Room, because although the Still Room is a strong name, and I love it, and it relates to my apothecary, it does maybe need something to identify better what my channel is about. So that's why I added journals on the end. You might have noticed it, you might not. And yeah, I hope that gives people a better idea about what I'm doing. I do love this Still Room. It's I think I've talked about it before in my other videos about where the name comes from. And it fits the apothecary very well because, years ago that's what it was. In a large manor house home, it would have been their apothecary and the room for making alcoholic beverages, you know, distilling, hence the still part of it. And also they would store, you know, produce from the garden there. They would store poisons, all sorts of things. Oh, flowers, they would do flower arranging in there. It was and dry herbs, in, you know, from the ceiling. There's a beautiful one, you know, historical one that you can go and see in one of the historical homes here in England, but I'm not sure where it is. My daughter visited and sent me some photographs of it, and it was really nice, but I'm not sure where it is. That didn't go all the way through, so I'll go back and I will go through. So I hope this isn't too boring for you, just doing some slow stitch, but I'll do a little bit and then I will do something else as well. I've been working more on the books, and yeah, I'm short of a couple of tags, so I might make tags today as well. What I might do is, if this gets a bit long, then I might split the sessions. Well, what have I done here? I've done something wrong. I didn't want to pull it too tight. Anyway, yeah, so I like that colour on the edge there. It's nice and bright, but not too, it doesn't stand out too much. So one of the things that we did with my daughter and children, grandchildren, were we went mushroom hunting. And oh my goodness, we found so many. Actually, you would have seen the video. You might have seen the video if you watched it. I did a little short that I put up. It wasn't particularly very good quality, but I wanted to show it, and I didn't. There was nothing I could do. It's just the photographs that I took that weren't very good. So it didn't. I mean, I think it's effective, but wasn't as good a quality as I would have liked as a video. But yeah, we saw them all. I mean, I've never seen so many, never, you know, in all my life. And I although I am a forager, I don't forage mushrooms. It's just too big a subject for me. And actually, I'm not a mushroom lover either, in terms of eating them. So I wouldn't dream of picking them, you know, for safety reasons, but also fact that I'm not keen on them. I do like the occasional ones, but right, so we've got a pocket here and a pocket here, so that's really nice, and I can add this to a journal. I don't know if you can hear my boiler in the background. It's very noisy. I mean, whoever sleeps in this bedroom, obviously nobody sleeps in it basically. I use it as a craft room, apart from guests. But they're not, you know, to have that going, not that I have a boiler going through the night, I don't, I turn it off, but it's a noisy boiler. Right, there we go, so we've got that one. I like that. Put a little bit of sari silk there. Oh, not sari silk, it's cotton, and I've just made it polka dot. I could do more to that, pretty it up, but I quite like it as it is. This one I feel needs something, and it's not a pocket, but I could make it into a pocket. So I could do more stitching of that. Yeah, I think I'll do that. I think it's that colour. Yeah, I think it is. Do a few more crosses. I might put some buttons on actually, just for interest. Right, yes, so going back to talking about the channel with my son and daughter-in-law, yeah, we talked about ways that I could improve my channel. I'm very conscious that my videos are long for a start, but when I look at the diagnostics, I can see that people don't watch the whole thing. Some people do and some people don't. And that's okay. I tend to watch, if I'm watching a channel, I tend to watch the whole video. And that's just me, because, you know, I want to see the end result. But that is just me. So it surprises me that people don't. And it's either because they get bored, they don't have time, they realise it's not their thing, it's not what they're looking for, type of thing. So yeah, there could be lots of reasons. But yeah, just that was something to look at as well, you know, whether it's my videos are too long. But you know, I do compare to other channels, and I can see that other makers do have videos that are as long as mine. One of the things I would like is more of a routine, because I get frustrated when I'm not in my my craft room doing this. I do get frustrated, and I would like, if I had a routine, I think I might be able to then, you know, produce more frequently and not get so frustrated at the end of the day, because I really do. I'm just going to bring one a little bit further out, and yeah, I'm trying to think of other thing. So yes, you know, I'm trying to learn from other more successful, in inverted commas, YouTubers, because success, we can't always measure success by the number of subscribers. Some people would measure it that way, but you know, I would like to think that my videos are interesting, and they're not just, I'm not just pushing them out for the sake of it, and then therefore yeah, I like that. I'll do one here, just where the pressure point is. Take it a bit over here. Yeah, it's a fine balance, you know, between wanting to reach more people and at the same time being aware that this is meant to be fun for me and for the viewers. Right, I'm going to leave it there. I don't want to overdo it. So yeah, so that's the plan, is to increase some of my subscribers, increase the number of videos that I put out, but that's just because I want to work more in my room and do that. That's my aim, that's my goal. Oh, I didn't do that very well. So yeah, so that's the plan. There we go. I mean, the point of slow stitching is just to, you know, to enjoy what you're doing and do it slowly and not think too much about it. But I did have an aim, and that was to create a little pocket. What I could do is maybe put a strip of fabric, a button or something, but I'll leave it as it is for now because I want to get on with these. I've done those two. So this one, what could I do with this? This doesn't have any pockets. I feel like it needs something. So maybe some lace or something. Let me have a look. These are all squashed down because like that. But I could sew something like that on and create a little pocket paper. It doesn't have to be fabric. I like that. that could be a little flip up. It brightens it up a little bit, but I don't know. No. I think I might put some lace on. I was looking for lace tonight. This is a pretty lace. I don't know if it's antique. I don't know if I want to use it on these, but it lightens it up a little bit, doesn't it? I do like it. We've got something that isn't antique. A little bit of that. Some pink. No. Yellow. No, that's totally not. How about this? Yeah, I like that. I'm going to put that there. Just double check, make sure I've got enough. So I will stitch this on. Yes, I think that really brightens it up. I'm not going to use that colour, however. I'll look for a cream or a white. Shall I use a white? Yeah, I think I will actually. I mean, ideally it would be cream, but I quite like the white. Oh, I forgot about my coffee. This might not go through here. No, I need a thicker needle. Or a needle with a bigger eye. That one. Alright, I'm not going to double this, although I will put a knot in it. Please ignore my nails. Every day when I wake up, I need to do my nails, and I haven't done them. I've got terrible nails. Well, I just don't look after them. Not in the way that, like, you know, some people really look after them. I don't. I just, as a gardener, I got used to just not bothering because, yeah, it was just a constant battle. All right. I'm just going to stitch this on, I might go down the middle, and then, you know, it will, doesn't need a small, particularly, you know, could just do this. It's quite a thick needle, this, and getting it through three layers of fabric. Yeah, I mean, I think the other thing that I'm very interested in, other types of videos that I watch myself, and you know, my apothecary, obviously that's something that I work on regularly, and I don't do videos regarding that, and so that could be something that I incorporate. Ooh, jabbed myself then. Incorporate into these, but I don't know if people want to see that in these videos. I really don't know, you know, nobody. I think one or two people have mentioned how much they enjoy that side of things recently, and then in the past when I first started, someone mentioned that they enjoy that side of things. So if you do, please do comment and say that you would like, you know, if you would like to see more. It would basically be me, you know, maybe doing some demonstrations in the kitchen, making tinctures, or, you know, blending herbal teas, or just talking about herbs in general. I like that. It's nice, got a nice texture. And that sort of thing could be you know, take you on a foraging. I did do a foraging video, and something happened. I can't remember what it was now. I think I deleted it when I was trying to edit it, and then I didn't. I said I would put it back, and I didn't. So I will put that back, if I can find it. Right, so this one, I think I'll leave this one as it is now. It doesn't have a pocket, but it does have some pretty lace, and it has lots of texture, so I like that. I suppose I could, no, I'll leave it. Could go on and on, couldn't you? And I want to get through this without it lasting for an hour. So there's that, and then one of the other things, I love watching homesteading videos, and in my last home I would have called myself a homesteader because I was I spent a lot of time on a farm, doing work on a farm that belonged to my friend, and so I've done that one. This one I haven't done. Yeah. Actually, nothing needs to be done to this. Got 2 pockets. Should I maybe do some slow stitch on here, make it more interesting? I did a little bit there. I think this maybe needs brightening up, but this is where I could add some embellishment, maybe a little bit of this. No, that doesn't go. Go back to this. Quite like that. Take a piece off. So yeah, so maybe I could make a couple of homesteading ones or something. I just like to mix things up. You know, I don't want to. I know I need to increase the volume of videos before I start talking about adding others, but maybe I could add that. I like that. Although I've got a little piece there. I like it there though. I'll make it smaller. There. Yes, I think that will go nicely there, and I will be able to use the needle that I threaded before. So as I say, I could add buttons and things, but actually what I might do is I might do the blanket stitch on this one as well. Might I? Or shall I just weave in and out? I'll weave in and out for now. Yeah, I was going to mention, but I think I've already mentioned it, the video that Sasibo did, the lady on YouTube, Sasibo. She's very talented, very, very creative lady, and very artistic. And she developed this technique using a Sizzix, so she it's very similar results to eco dyeing, but you instead of boiling, simmering a pot with the pot of hot water with different elements to it, she used a Sizzix, a press. You can use other types of presses, and then you get some really nice results. And she took it further, and you know, she made the most beautiful prints. And I know, you know, people are loving it, because she started a Facebook group as well, where I'm going to go back as well, you know, where you could show the work that you were doing and join in and be inspired. And I just think, you know, she's amazing. So check her out. It's spelled S, if you haven't already, I'm sure you probably have, but Sasibo is SAACIBO, Sasibo. And yeah, she's done some great, really beautiful prints. I did some one day a couple of weeks ago. I didn't get brilliant results, but I did get some results. I think I showed them actually on a video. Maybe I didn't. Maybe it was one of those that didn't upload. Right, I like that. I like that sticking up like that as well. Nice. Good. It's like a little talk spot. Okay. Alright, I'll leave that. Yeah. So I think this week, if depending on how much time I've got to do things, and I think I should have enough time. I still feel as though this needs something here, something, but maybe to connect the two things. Just having another sip of coffee. No. Look how beautiful that is. Don't know what it's doing in there. I must have put it in thinking, oh, I like that. I like that. I might sew that on. Whoops. Oh, what was that? Needle. Yeah, I feel like it needs something. I think I'm going to stitch it on, but I will stitch it to make, oh no, I can't do that, because then I will close that pocket. So I could stitch it, or I could glue it. No. Okay, let me think. These two could be split into two. So have one like that with a pocket, and have one like that with a pocket, but that means I would be having to stitch that again. I think I might do that. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Yep, made a decision. So I need to go along here. And that way I have two nice tall pockets, which I really like better. Right, so now I need to stitch that. And what I could do is stitch that on the side, like that. And I could even fold it over. That's nice. I'll just stitch it on. I'm going to stitch the side first. I'm not going to use white, I'm going to use a darker colour. I think this is the colour I may have used before. It's all tangled. How have I done this? This is not good. Okay, I think that will be enough. See how easy I get into a mess on my desk? It's very easy for me to do it. It just comes naturally. So a bit of a slow Sunday morning. Shall I do... No, I'm going to do... So I've done it again, haven't I? I think what I should have done was... Oh well, doesn't matter. Oh, lost my needle. Try again. I think the starting off bit is the bit that I don't do very well. Sorry, I know I've gone quiet. I'm sort of contemplating. I was just thinking to myself how I haven't put any poetry in my books for a while. I need to do that. I did buy a beautiful poetry book while I was away that I didn't show you on, but it's something that I'm not going to use in my books, but I could have shown you it. I don't know what I've done wrong there. Oh, this is turning into a bit of a messy old... I could have made it so much easier for myself. Well, it seems to be well and truly winter now. Autumn. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't mind autumn. I think my problem is that I don't like winter, and autumn is sort of spent, part of it's spent psychologically for me as a sort of gearing up to the winter months, and I don't like it. You know, I don't want to think that about winter, but I do. I don't know why it's such a big problem for me, really. It doesn't need to be. So what I've decided, I thought to myself, right, well, how am I going to tackle this? Because, you know, it doesn't need to be this way. And, you know, there's lots of different ways we can occupy our minds to try not to think too much about it and embrace it, you know. I have little rituals that I do, whether it's winter, spring or summer or whatever, each day, and I will carry on with those. Oops, forgot to add. And add new ones. They're just personal care rituals, but things like that I think are really important to look after ourselves. And right, I think that's, I'm not going to go over the edge. And so the other thing, I love reading, but quite often reading is a timing thing for me. I have to do it, otherwise I fall asleep. I have to do it at a certain time of day, otherwise I fall asleep. Right, now I am going to put a button on, but I think maybe I'll put it there, underneath there. No, I won't. I'm going to leave it. Right, so I've done those. I'll put these back and then rethink. You know, this button thing, I don't know what it is. I always struggle with putting buttons on things. Right, so let's have a look and see what we think. Put that away, these away, and then we'll see what we think. So we've got a pocket here and a pocket here. Love that. There are no pockets on this one, but I don't mind that. Love that, it's very decorative. Got two little pockets there and there, and then we've got this one, which is a pocket. Oh, what I should do is maybe decorate that in some way. But anyway, it doesn't matter. It could be a little secret pocket and you don't know it's there. So I love those. I hope you enjoyed that. I will be carrying on and I will video it, but I will split it into two because it will be way too long. But anyway, I hope you like that, and I'll be back very soon. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you again very soon. Take care.